Hello, and welcome to another episode of Brad's Best Dumps. Was it a year? I think it was about a year since I've done one of these videos. Let's find out. With my ultra non-responsive phone 9 months ago. This is my 12th episode. Yeah, so I've accumulated some things. I thought I'd just do another video. If you're still watching these, awesome. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe and beg for more. I don't know how many more I'll be doing, because I don't know how much stuff I can actually have. You can only have so much stuff. Okay, so let's get on to the first item, which was just sitting in the swap shop. It's where I get all my goodies. It's this. This lovely Apple laptop. It's a PowerBook 145. I have no idea if it works. There was not a power supply with this. It takes a strange, I think it's like 7.5 volts or something. 7.5 volts, 2 amps. Ta-da! Oh! So here is a Macintosh SE, the HD version. So I did plug this in for about 15 seconds and it started smoking. So I'll probably make a video on this, perhaps, see what is actually damaged in this thing. Who knows, it could be beetles or something, or cockroaches. Are there cockroaches in New Hampshire? Yeah, then I found this in the electronics bin. It is a curved screen by Biotech. I don't know this brand, but it's the model NB27C. So it looks like it's been out in the rain, but before I left there, I had plugged it in. And I noticed when I pushed the power button, a little blue light came on. And there were signs of life. So the screen seems good. I don't know why it was in the trash, but I'm gonna try it out. It's missing its base. Not a big deal. I might use it as a workbench monitor or something. I guess another thing you probably have seen in the last few videos is this work surface of mine. This was at the dump near the building materials, and it's just a big slab of that solid surface countertop material. It was sitting as a part of this like kitchen counter setup, and it was just glued on with like rubber cement, like caulking all around the edges. So we dropped the base. I just threw it on top of a desk, my old work desk, and yeah, now I have this big work area. It's pretty nice. I don't care if it gets beat up or anything. So yeah, from the dump. Excellent. So I went into the swap shop at the dump shop, and we found this, which was given to us by one of the local regulars at the swap shop. This lady knows I collect electronics and video game stuffs. So she had this in her car because she picked it up for me, because she spotted it. It is this beautiful Odyssey 2. It looks pretty dirty. Speedway, Spin Out, and Crypto Logic on a single cartridge. One thing I've never seen before is this Mattel Electronics Aquarius. This is the first I found out about it, I didn't know what it was. Has a little expansion board here. This is called a mini expander for memory, which must plug in here. They also have two quick shot controllers. These have the classic 9-pin Atari style jacks. The 9-pin connectors are classic. Also has this command control controller. Also two original controllers for the Aquarius. Those are also 9-pin style controllers on this system. I wish it were a tote of games, but it is not a tote of games. This guy right here has a couple games in here. Son of a... I'll show you what's in here. There's a couple games and some C64 power supplies. So first up, we have Impossible Mission 2. This is a game from 1988. The Commodore 64 or 128. And then we have Math 2 for grades 5 through 6. This looks pretty indie. It's for Commodore 64 128 also. Yeah, I don't know much about it other than it's a learning software. Question! So here's a pretty neat game. Question. This is a fantasy adventure game by SSI. This is for C64. Comes with all the goodies inside. It's pretty sweet. The IBM PC disc guide. So it's just a little book, a bunch of like DOS commands, keyboard shortcut, basic stuff on how to control, program, and use your IBM PC. There's some Office software here. Kind of fun. By a company called TimeWorks. Personal computer software. And this was released in 1983. 5¼ floppy sleeves for a 3-ring binder. Then in this box we have the manuals. Stay now. We have the manuals to Aquarius. As you can see, this is a keyboard layover for, looks like Night Stalker, but it's just the left side. And there is no Night Stalker game in the box, which is kind of a bummer. But either way, it's nice to have the manuals for the Aquarius. Got ourselves a couple Commodore modems. These are 1200 models. Pretty cool. Let's keep rolling here, modem. Got a pretty sweet classic mouse here. Nice 2-button for the Commodore. Classic 9-pin connection. And this is the, it's like a video adapter for the Commodore. You plug this little guy in and you have RF out and a channel switch there for channels 3 or 4. I can't say I've ever seen one of these before, but I can't say I've used Commodore stuff a lot anyway. I'd like to get into it more though. So yeah, I have a couple plastic wrap. I don't know if these are original wrappings, but there's rusty staples. I wouldn't imagine they would pack it like that, but you don't know, it was the 80s. So yeah, a couple sealed up power supplies. It looks like this has never been opened. Looks like it has maybe gotten wet though. That's not bad. There's another Commodore power supply. Here's another Commodore power supply. Oh, did you say you wanted another Commodore power supply? Sure. Here's 5 of them. Then we have this little converter. I don't know what it is. Like I said, I don't use Commodore stuff. Keyboard or drive, external hard drive adapter? Am I close? You tell me. Computer cables here, RF cord. Nothing fancy. Pretty cool. So yeah, like a week after I got the Aquarius, I went back to the same recycling center And there were more plastic bags there. So somebody must have just unloaded their computer stuff. So we got this. It is a Nintendo 64. It has a Madden cables. I have not tried this yet. It's quite dirty. And it looks like a third-party memory expansion has been added to that too. Got a controller with a memory card. I always like looking at the memory cards I get from random places. See what games have passed through them. We have one of these Super Pad 64 by Performance. It could be a little better. And we got the power supply, an RF module by Performance, aftermarket stuff. Same day, next to the same bag as the last one, Super Nintendo. It has the power port is still somewhat intact. There's a little crack in there, but it's not emptied like some of them get. Super dirty. Comes with NHL 95. Kind of glad there was a game in there because it acted as a dust cover for the cartridge slot all those years. Have an original controller, a Turbo Touch 360. I don't even know about this controller. This guy. All this stuff needs to be heavily cleaned. One original Super Nintendo controller. Feels a little muddy. Probably just needs a cleaning. That's the power supply for it. And the composite audio video cable along with an RF adapter. Joyous things. I picked up this fucking mess of a drum. It has an enormous crack down the side, as you can see. There's absolutely no resonance of any kind. But, you know, having a little djembe would be pretty sweet. I don't know, maybe it's something I can try to fix. That crack is pretty intense. I wouldn't mind slamming around on this a little bit. Freebie. One last thing. This little guy. It's Pioneer. It's plasma. It works fine, and it was in the electronics bin with that funny little note written on it. Unbelievable what people throw away. That's it. Thanks for watching Brad's Best Dumps, episode 12. Sounds good. I think I'll come up with a new idea now. I think that was the last episode of Brad's Best Dumps. So let's find out what's next. Keep an eye out, subscribe. Thanks for watching, and expect some new content. Bye-bye.